Ukraine Today is joined by Ilya Kenningstein. He's an advisor here to the mayor in the city of Lviv in investments and innovations. Ilya, many thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I've introduced you as an advisor to the mayor in investments and innovations. That is, of course, not everything that you do. Tell us a little bit more about the projects you've got going on here.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to this conversation. It's you know, first of all, I think I'm on the second position. I'm some kind of advisor now because I need advisors as well, you know. And but first of all, I'm a managing partner of a Creative Quarter project, which is a big innovation hub that we're creating in the center of Lviv.
What are you hoping to do there?
First of all, it's fair from the social entrepreneurship issues. It's like, you know, social entrepreneurs. It's like agents of new era, of new business styles.
So is this commercialism with a conscience?
Yes, exactly. We're going to create a huge innovation hub. And we believe that it will be like #1 project in this area in Ukraine. This place will combine space for work, creativity, learning, education, and entertainment as well. And everything will be on a different level. Everything will be on smart level.
What is the motivation behind doing this now in Lviv? And what is the wider goals that are driving this? This is part of a longer-term project for the city to grow.
Yeah, exactly. The main motivation factor for me is to transform Lviv into the center of creative entrepreneurship, because to me Lviv is not just one of the most comfortable city in Ukraine, and probably in a much more bigger area, you know, like also in Eastern Europe, but also this is a place where I've been born.
And we've talked a lot about why this project is likely to succeed here, and the conditions here are very good for this. But what are the challenges? Why might this not work?
Well, we still have a war in our country. You know, Ukraine still under the war with Russia. We can call Lviv some kind of safe place because I personally I don't think that ever some Russians will come to the Lviv. You know, I don't see any tanks inside the Lviv. I mean, in some kind of some nightmares or something like this. So, but we're still under the war. We still we still live in the same country where economic one step before the default, you know, and nobody think about investments, and especially our government doesn't care about the real, level of how to create a real level of deregulations and decentralization things, you know. So we still many things as regarding the Lviv administrations. We still need to to synchronize with the Kyiv. You know, I think it's like, you know, it's very it came out from this North Korean style. You know, you still Soviet style. You still need to synchronize many things with Kyiv. I mean, what Kyiv? Where's Kyiv and where's Lviv? You know, I mean, I'm talking not just about the distance. I'm talking about also
on a bureaucratic level. Exactly. Talking about the administrative level, because at the moment, I mean, in Ukraine right now, this push towards localization, decentralization. I mean, this is the hot topic of the day. Yeah. I mean, that's why we had clashes outside Parliament 2 weeks ago, and people don't.
I think it's just because of corruption, you know. I think I can't find any other explanation why many things we need to synchronize with with Kyiv. And I believe that the best scenario for Ukraine might be the same level like United States did. I mean, I'm much more believer in some kind of United States of Ukraine.
Ilya, I wonder if we could talk a little bit about perhaps some comparisons with Israel. Right. You lived and worked there for many years.
Yeah.
It's a place which has also had obviously a tough political environment, the Arab-Israeli conflict. Is there something that Ukraine can learn there from what Israel has done?
First of all, I think we need to learn how to learn, okay? Because we can't, just take this scenario and adapt this to Ukraine. It will be successful. I mean, it's not so easy, okay? Many countries try to adapt the Israeli model of innovative economy, and they failed. I mean, like Italy, for example. Or they're still trying to implement, but it's not big successful, South Korea, for example, you don't have many startups came out from South Korea because everything this depends from the mentality, okay? And everything depends from the, some kind of trust level, among people or between people.
Can I say, would it be right to say that this is actually part of the legacy of the Soviet era? I mean, decades of Soviet rule, not just in Lviv, but in Ukraine in general, and Ukrainians. They need to change their mentality, and they need to change their way they think about doing business and about interacting with each other.
Right, exactly.
Is that true?
Yes, exactly. And plus to this, we still need a tough government decisions, and we still need to start to create connections. I mean, real connections with Ukrainian diaspora. Look, if Jewish diaspora was able to help and to support Israel and doing now every year with the funds, with the competence, and with just we just care about this. So why Ukrainian diaspora not able to do this? I mean, just because of not trust to the government. I mean, because they see only government approaching them. I mean, and I think that if there will be a huge social movements. Will be approaching the Ukrainian diaspora, and if Jewish diaspora is something like 6 million people live in the United States and Canada, so the Ukrainian diaspora is between 10 and 15 million. Okay, so you can take out the 5 million of Ukrainians who live in Russia, but you still have 10 millions who live abroad, and I'm completely sure that if you will be able to find something like 10,000 Ukrainians who really care about Ukraine and they have enough capital to support Ukraine, so why not to start to speak with them? I mean, why we always so close? So this is the main difference between Ukraine and Israel in this case. There is one more thing which is similar to the both countries now is the war. Okay. War is consolidating the people. War is consolidating the nation to do something to survive. Okay, so we all need to understand that it's not just a case to learn the best practices, but also to do something without expecting something in exchange. And I think that Lviv, in this case, it's very close to this model. First of all, by mentality, and it sounds like absurd because Lviv also is very conservative city. If you 200 years every Sunday you're going to the church, okay, and last 10 years you every Sunday after the church you're going to drink a coffee, and then you have a family lunch every Sunday, okay, so it's like a Shabbat in Israel, Sorry for this example, but probably as an opposite, it will be much more easy, and that's what I think right now. That's what I feel right now to implement the innovations here, and to implement the culture of innovations and innovative culture as well into the local establishment, because they first of all they understand that to get this they need to work, and they have traditions. So those traditions now, as they helping me to make them start to make some to be like a bit different than like we have people in Kiev and East End. So
Ilya Kenningstein, many thanks for speaking with us.
My pleasure.
This has been Ukraine Today. We've been joined by Ilya Kenningstein, the advisor to the mayor here in the city of Lviv in investments and innovation. You're watching Ukraine Today.